Stepping up to a water hazard and instantly sweating just because you teed up a $5 golf ball. Look, it's time to rethink what's in your bag. The truth is, most regular players are literally throwing away cash on tour-level equipment they just don't need. And later in this explainer, I'll show you the massive refurbished versus recycled trap that costs buyers every single time. Let's find some cheap golf balls that actually perform.
This is exactly where most golfers waste money. You know, marketing campaigns are fantastic at convincing average players they've got to play the exact same ball as the pros on TV just to break 90. But think about it. If you lose 3 or 4 premium balls around, you're adding a hidden $15 to $20 tax to your green fees every single time. That adds up incredibly fast. That's cash you could be using for better clubs or just playing more rounds.
So, what actually makes a budget golf ball worth buying for the weekend player? Well, it really just comes down to 3 simple criteria. You need a strong price-to-performance ratio, you want excellent forgiveness off the tee, and you absolutely need a tough cover so the ball doesn't totally shred the second it hits a cart path.
Now, most buyers skip this and regret it later. Premium balls use a soft urethane cover that generates massive greenside spin. And hey, that's great for pros, but for the average golfer, high spin also means your slice spins way more, taking you even deeper into the woods. A lot of budget golf balls use an ionomer or Srixon Soft. These spin less, and what that means is they're way more forgiving off the tee and actively help you find the fairway.
First up on the tee is the Srixon Soft Feel. Honestly, this is the king of the budget category for average swing speeds. It has a low compression core, which basically means it feels incredibly soft off the club face, even if you don't swing out of your shoes. It's totally perfect for weekend golfers who just want a reliable, straight flight without that harsh, clicky feel you get from a typical cheap distance ball.
But we have to be ruthlessly honest about its real weakness here. Because it's designed specifically for forgiveness and lower spin, it really lacks greenside bite. You're gonna have to adjust your short game and play for it to roll out when you chip, instead of expecting it to stop fast on a dime.
Before you buy, you need to hear this next part. The Kirkland Signature is a really fascinating one. This famous warehouse store ball is basically the ultimate value for a urethane cover. You get incredible tour-level greenside spin for just a fraction of the cost of a top-tier premium ball.
But right here is the catch. Its durability is a major weakness. The cover on this thing can scuff very easily just from your wedge grooves. So this ball is strictly for mid-handicappers who desperately want that tour-level spin but can totally live with a ball that gets chewed up fast.
Next up is the Noodle Long Soft. This is the absolute ultimate money saver, and it does exactly what the name says. It goes far and it feels soft. Plus, it's highly durable. If your main goal on the course is simply not stressing when you have to hit over water hazards, this is your ball, hands down. Just a quick warning here though. Skip this ball entirely if you need to shape shots or if you rely on stopping the ball quickly on fast greens. This ball has absolutely zero bite on approach shots. It is exclusively for true beginners where the only goal for the day is keeping the ball in play. All right, let's move to a really fantastic option, the Maxfli Tour. This one is a sneaky store brand sleeper. It features true urethane cover performance, excellent distance, and genuinely great feel. Honestly, it plays incredibly closely to a $50 tour ball. The trick to it, you have to find it on sale and buy it in bulk to actually get that extreme budget price. And that brings us to the Vice Tour, which completely cuts out the middleman. It's a really fantastic, durable, all-around option. It gives average golfers a pretty great blend of distance and toughness. But here is the exact strategy you need to know. You only lock in their true budget pricing by buying 5 dozen at a time. Next on the list is the Wilson Duo Soft, basically the ultimate slice fighter. This is one of the lowest compression balls on the market today. It compresses super easily, launches high, and flies incredibly straight. We highly recommend this one for seniors, beginners, or just really smooth swingers who desperately need a bit of help straightening out their slice. But here's a strict warning for you. If you have a fast swing speed, you will absolutely overcompress this ball, and that just leads to a ballooning flight and lost distance. You have got to match the ball to your actual swing speed. Now, if buying used, this next point matters a lot. Let's finally pay off that trap I mentioned at the very beginning of this explainer. You always see those bins of cheap, used balls sitting at retail stores. Do you grab the refurbished ones or the recycled ones? Getting this wrong is a massive, costly mistake. Here is the reality. The word refurbished does not mean it was just lightly washed. It usually means they took a waterlogged, totally scuffed up ball, literally sandblasted the cover off, and painted a fake logo back on. This totally ruins the aerodynamics. Do not buy them, period. Stick strictly to recycled balls in 5A mint condition.
The cheaper option is not always worse. Here is the catch. The pros? You gain total mental freedom on tight tee boxes because you just aren't terrified of losing a $5 bill in the woods. Plus, less spin equals less slice. But the cons? Well, you do sacrifice greenside stopping power. And honestly, some of the ultra-cheap distance balls out there can feel like hitting rocks off your putter.
So, let's make it super clear exactly who should buy these. If you're a beginner or a weekend player who is currently losing 2 or more balls around, this is absolutely for you. Stop bleeding your cash on premium gear, put that money toward better clubs, or just use it to play more rounds of golf.
On the flip side, definitely avoid these ultra-budget ionomer options if you are a low handicapper. If your short game relies heavily on precise, aggressive, one-hop and stop spin around the greens, these balls will deeply frustrate you. They simply will not check up on firm greens the way you need them to.
But hey, this next part changes the final answer completely. If you flat out refuse to pay retail prices, but you still demand tour-level spin, your absolute best alternative is buying mint-conditioned used tour balls. Just make sure you stick strictly to 5A grade from reputable retailers. That way, you get that premium urethane feel, but on a working-class budget.
So the crucial point is making the final decision. And we aren't sitting on the fence today. Buy the Srixon Soft Feel if you want the softest feel and straight flights. Buy the Kirkland Signature if you demand maximum tour-level spin for the lowest possible price. And grab the Noodle if you just want cheap, totally stress-free distance.
That brings us to our final thought, and I really want to hear from you. What is your current budget? What is your handicap? And what gear are you currently playing? Drop it in the comments below. And if this explainer helped you save a few bucks today, make sure to subscribe for more honest, budget golf gear breakdowns. Hit them straight and play